Hey, girl. Oh, that's a cute bonnet.
You know,
That's
I gotta have my
cute.
cozy vibes. My cozy vibes.
Please be cozy with me. I don't even understand why people be like, "Oh, I'm nervous." Don't be nervous. Shit, I'm chilling. You chilling. We
Hello.
chilling.
And I got my drink, period.
Period. Mm. Girl, I was so happy to see you at the Boozy Book Tour. Like,
I know, it was so exciting.
you had such a good time for your birthday. That's all I wanted. That's
Yes,
all I
yes.
wanted. You had such a good time. So, for anybody who's on here that don't know who Maya is, we're gonna have this amazing interview because she is an amazing author, and I just got finished reading her latest book. Oh my god, girl! It was so romantic.
It was. I got all the feels when I was writing. I was like, oh, this is so great. I hope they can feel the love between Harmony and Warren.
Oh my god, Warren was trying to fight it. He was
Do
trying to
you
fight it.
hear me?
He was trying to fight it.
He
But oh my
was.
god, it was just like it's the second chance. Okay, I'll get into it because I
Let's
really
get
want
into
to talk
it.
about it.
Let's get into
Okay,
it.
so could you introduce yourself? Tell everybody who you are, what genre you write in, and anything you want them to know before we get started.
Hey y'all, hey, I'm Maya. I write Black and African American romance and women's fiction. I'm 25. I released my first book when I was 16. And yeah, I'm a great vibe. I love to showcase Black women being loved unconditionally by Black men. That's what I like to focus on because Black women be having it tough in this world. And I just want everybody to have that escape when they read my books so that you know that Black women can be loved unconditionally without being fetishized by men. Amen.
Amen. So let's get started. What drew you into? Because you write a lot of contemporary romance as well. I know you write women's fiction, but you write a lot of contemporary romance, and to me, it doesn't even fit. Can I say it's a little bit of urban and
Yeah,
contemporary?
yeah, yeah.
Because because her gangster and all that stuff, that was more. It was contemporary, but it was urban too. So,
Hmm.
what drew you into like combining those two, and why do you think it's such a powerful medium for Black stories?
Because it's literally our lives. Not to
Mm,
overshare, but literally, I have family members in and out of prisons, in and out
mm.
of illegal activities. It's just like it's my life. I see it on a daily. I want to incorporate romance into that because no matter what, everybody deserves a good love story. No matter what kind of stuff they're going through.
I swear to God, I think Black stories are the best escapism from
Yes.
reality. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know everybody be like, oh, non-melanated stories are escapism. No, no. Black stories to me, and this is my own opinion, so don't nobody jump down my throat. But I really think that Black stories are escapism into not just what we go through, but seeing it on paper and the romance that comes from it and the conquering of everything. It just, I don't
Mhm.
know, it just feels good.
It do. It do.
So with contemporary romance, often it explores themes of love, right? And
Mhm.
resilience and community. How do you weave these themes in your narratives?
I just let my kids see about me. Some people like to be really meticulous and all that. I just let my characters do what they want to do. Y'all lead the way. Flow through me with what you want to do in this story.
So what do you think makes and I'm gonna say I know this before I say this, look, if I put urban on something, do not jump down my throat and be like, nah, she said she contemporary.
You
I'm
can
trying.
find a lot of things in my stuff. I don't fit into one lane, and that's what makes me unique. So you say what you got to say.
I'm just warning people because the minute somebody say something, I'm liable to jump down their throat. So I'm giving the warning ahead of time. So,
Hmm.
what do you think makes urban contemporary romance um, deeply resonate deeply with readers and particularly in the Black community of readers?
Honestly, I think it's that uniqueness, that energy that you're not gonna find anywhere else. Yes, other races have mafia and dark and all that stuff, but urban for Black people is emotional and
Mm,
action and quick pace. Even in a slow burn, it's quick actions, quick things to get caught up in. And you can get caught up in. Let me tell you, I've been reading B Love's catalog because I love me some B Love. And that Protector series,
yeah,
weaving those gangster men with
I'm
these.
Black Mayhem. I'm Black Mayhem.
Girl, do you hear me? Like,
Black Mayhem.
B Love is the definition of creatively incorporating urban and romance because you can get this gangster man, but he gonna give his girl flowers and give her the
Yeah.
world on a silver platter. And we need to see this in books. And I just love reading and writing these
Yeah.
amazing love stories, man.
It's to me when it comes to the black men in most black authors' books, it's the come up. It's the come up out
Mm-hmm.
the mud. They coming up, even if it's illegal, even if it's not, they coming up out the mud. It's not handed to them. And
No,
even if it's
yeah.
handed to them, they making more of it. They're humble. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And then the way they treat their women is just
It's
chef's
just
kiss.
perfect. And I like to drive this too because women, a lot of Black women, I'm look, this is a safe space, settle for the bare minimum. And in my books, I want women to know that they don't have to settle for half-ass love. Like, you deserve the world on a silver platter, and there are men out there who will give you that. Black men out there who will give you that.
Yeah, because you definitely put it in your new book. But we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. I'm going to ask some other questions, and then I'm going to dive into that because that was an awesome book.
Thank you.
Oh, my God, that was so romantic. Now, here's a topic I asked yesterday, but we finna get into this. Piracy. We're gonna get into it. The reason why I'm gonna get into it is because it's really getting on my nerve. Just like
Ooh,
people getting upset about urban fiction. My mind has been just trying to figure out a lot of shit. So book piracy is growing. It's a growing issue.
fast.
Especially for indie authors across the board.
Man.
Are really bad for black indie authors because people feel entitled to y'all work without doing the work or getting the
Ooh.
permission. How has piracy impacted you, and what steps do you think the industry should take in regards to addressing it?
I'm gonna try to be politically correct so I
You
don't
ain't
let some
got to.
industry be
This
like,
my
no,
baby.
no, that's because my mouth gets talking real slick. But my thing is, for a lot of indie authors, this is how we pay our bills. This is how we support our families. And so it was cool back in the day when people had the bootleg man, but because you stealing from
Yeah,
$1 million companies.
yeah,
But
yeah.
for indie authors who are making a fraction of a penny per page read, like, what do you gain from stealing from somebody who barely getting paid for what they working on now? Like, we're not making millions of dollars as indie authors when y'all are stealing from us. And it's just like, you wouldn't work a whole week and then your boss give it to somebody else because, hey, I like the way they doing that better over there. No, you want to get paid fully for the work that you do, and we want to get paid fully for the work that we do. It's just frustrating, and it's I've seen so many indie authors like, I haven't written a book in 2 years because my books are being put on these piracy sites and I'm not getting paid for the work that I'm doing. Like, y'all are really damaging the community when y'all steal like this. And it was that girl was in them comments talking about some, y'all should be honored that she's putting y'all books on her.
I
What do
look.
you mean honored? That she stealing?
I
No.
literally had to get away from that because I was about to go in, but I
Bro.
know I already am on a thin line with Facebook. I am on a thin fucking line. But I just wanted to go into her DMs and say a couple of things.
Girl,
But
and I was like, I can't do this because I got a brand to protect. But it's just like, y'all was playing in our faces, dog. Like,
me as a reader, I am offended for you guys for the simple fact that y'all took time out of your lives to
yep.
share your stories with us. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The least we can do is buy the books. Get KU
And it
so
don't
we
even
can
be that
get the
expensive,
books.
bro. Ebooks are literally $2.99,
Right.
$9.99, like
I
$4. They're cheap,
it's
cheap.
To me it's the entitlement. It's the wayward thinking of colonialism. because that's the entitlement of white people when they take shit from black people. And the fact
Whole
that
time, authors literally have, you could get Libby and Hoopla for free. You can get ebooks and audiobooks for free legally that would still support us authors. Going to these piracy sites is just like a slap in the face. Like, we're putting countless sleepless nights, so much money behind our projects
but
just to steal.
But see, the thing is, this is what really pisses me off: the laziness. Because the effort you took to pirate that book, to fucking get that book, you could have went to your local library, your local bookstore, especially an indie bookstore, because I know y'all got them in y'all cities. You could have went there and requested that book. But you could have put all that effort into requesting that book instead of having a piracy site. Why not have a call to action site to get the indie books put into these places? I cannot understand for the life of me. Now, I ain't gonna say in college I ain't cheat my way through college with them books, because I went paying $200 and $500 for those biology books. But that's college. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Because those companies making buku money off our asses. Y'all are indie publishing companies and indie authors. They are not the same. They are not created equal. Simon,
when I tell you a fraction of a penny per page read, and then you only getting 60% of original orders, and then if you're with a publisher, you're only getting 30% of that 60% because y'all doing a 50-50 split. Like, people don't understand the amount of, like, I don't.
And that's why I say, if you really want a book, you can go to Libby. If it's not there, request it. If it's not at your local library, request it. Y'all don't understand that a lot of these libraries are willing to get the books, but it's the problem is people are not going to the library like they should to request the books, because you do know authors get paid when books go into libraries, right?
It do, yes. And my thing is, throughout the year, there's Stuff Your Candles, the Bray events. Like, y'all are getting hundreds and hundreds of free books throughout the year. Why still go and steal from pirating sites when I got...
Girl,
November, I went and downloaded every single one of them Bray books because I'm a reader too.
My
baby,
motherfucking Kindle is filled.
Do you hear me? Like, read what's in your Kindle instead of going to these private sites.
And the crazy part about it, and it be our people doing it to us. The crazy part about it is that those same books that you're pirating are free on Stuff Your Kindle days. Those same fucking books. Because sometimes, like, B-Love, she does the free book for your Kindle shit, and she'll have all her books up there, and all the people under B-Love's publishing on there. BLPP up there.
For Christmas and Thanksgiving, we gave out over 200 free books from all of our catalogs.
You have A.A. Lewis who do great. Y'all want black books? They're there. Y'all just don't participate in the shit that y'all be complaining about. Or y'all just complain about it because y'all like, oh, but my favorite author is not on there. Bitch, maybe you should be in the DM of your favorite author and ask her, could she participate in Brave?
Hello. Like,
it's crazy.
So discouraging. And this looks like the amount of behind the scenes work that we are doing, the amount of time, effort, money that goes into every ebook, paperback, audiobook. It's just so discouraging when people are just stealing our hard work. And regardless of how much we fight and how much we cry about it, there's still gonna be people who's like, it doesn't affect me, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
That is so fucking dumb. Mm-hmm. I can't even say what I want to say because I definitely did a restriction on this fucking app.
Me neither.
I can't even say it, but I'm gonna just shut the fuck up. Cause some of y'all need to roll up on. I swear to God, y'all. Oh God. Anyway, dude, can you share a perspective on the difference between traditionally publishing and indie publishing, and what are the pros and cons of each, particularly for Black authors?
Woo! Okay, so I was blessed to get a traditional offer. That process is completely different from indie publishing, because when you're an indie author, you write that book, turn it in, and it could be out within 2 weeks. But with traditionally published, baby, I wrote that book I wrote that book in the summer of 2024, and it's not gonna drop until next month. And they go through like 3 or 4 edits. Like traditionally public books, they knock your book down to the nitty gritty, and it's like a crazy feeling because I'm very sensitive about my work, and those people, they're like, this part doesn't make sense. I'm gonna need you to go back in there and fix this. They take time to dissect and build a like complete story. So, Burden of Love, my first draft versus what y'all gonna read in February, baby, they literally tested my pen. But it's a great experience. You do kind of like have to like step back and not get like all the you don't get a say in a lot of things because of the company who's putting this book out and who's fronting the bill for this. But yeah, it's Black Odyssey Media is opening the big door for me, and I truly love the platform they gave me to drop this book. But as an indie author, baby, I love that too because not having to split your money with nobody is chef's kiss. And that's also, but when you're not splitting that money, you're also having to pay for your own edits. You have to pay for your own cover, your own marketing, promo, etc. So for me, I do like working under a publisher so that I'm not fronting that bill like out of pocket beforehand. But I do like the freedom of independently publishing as well. It's just about how much control you want to let somebody have over your career, to be honest. But I think I got the good end of the stick with both my publishers, BLP and Trad Publishing. So
I just want to say congratulations.
thank you. Thank you.
So deserve it. So what challenges do you think Black authors face in the indie publishing space compared to traditional publishing?
Okay, let me make sure that I'm not gonna get in trouble for what I say. But I do think even in the traditionally published world, they're taking urban and Black categories off of shelves. Like they're literally, there was announcements about, I think it was Walmart and somebody else who don't have those categories in their main database anymore. So it's shelf life. We have to compete 3 times as hard to be on the shelves as traditionally published authors. And in the indie world, baby, you say you independent, people are already gonna, y'all don't have quality edits. Y'all don't do, baby, yes we do. We're also paying money to get quality edits, but people see independent and they just frown their nose up like that's just, we don't take pride in our work, but we do.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need K Renee to hurry up with that site she's building
Yes.
for that's gonna compete with KU because girl, I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of Walmart. I'm sick of all of their asses.
Yeah, it's just like when you think you're taking 3 steps forward, you get pushed 10 steps back. And it's just like, it's just the way of the game. Even, I think in any industry, it's just hard to
So what do
compete
you
with
think
those.
about people like Jaquel that's opening up doors to be up there with these same white authors that she's like worldwide number 5, number 6, how do you think and she's straight up urban fiction. She said, I am an urban fiction author. But for her to be right under Freedom Mac, whatever the fuck that bitch name is, be up under her and have things like what's that goddamn Onyx Storm underneath her. You know what I'm saying? She's like in the top 5 of worldwide, books. So how does it feel to have that door shifted open for that?
When I tell you everything Jaquel J is doing is just beautiful to my heart. Like a Black woman is dominating these charts with gangster ass books, bro. Like, and I was looking at her numbers the other day. I'm like 2,400 reviews in 6 days is bananas. Like, she's breaking barriers, and it's so beautiful to see because that shows us the smaller authors in the game. Like, this is possible if you just write the books that are true to your pen. Staying true to your pen is most important for real because readers can tell when you're forcing them stories out, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it has been a lot of authors that switched up their pen, not because they want to explore other genres, but you could tell that they're doing it so that they can be a part of that trend, and it doesn't come off authentic. You know what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't. And my biggest thing is the book you think is your one won't even resonate with the readers. It be that book that you rush to put together that you are still unsure about that readers take and they eat that up. It's just the passion you put behind those words is what the readers resonate with the most.
Because I remember I had an interview with Miss Lady P earlier this last week, and I was just like, she was talking about how she is writing a paranormal, but she's scared to jump into it because she writes street lit and urban fiction. And I said, why can't you do urban fiction, street lit, and just add magical touches to it? You ain't got to change what you write. You could just make characters.
Now, yes. I'm trying to get in my dark romance bag because I wanted to do that, but then I was like, I was trying to fit into what everybody else was writing. And I'm like, this doesn't resonate with my heart. I can't do this. Let me stick to what I know and then add dark elements to that. And my words have been flowing since I did that. Like, it's just so many authors want to fit in, and I'm just like, it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be different. Your audience will find you as long as you're authentic to what your pen is.
Because I say this all the time, even though I'm not a dark romance girly, but I understand that a black author writing dark romance should not be like a white author writing dark romance.
Oh, no.
A black author writing dark romance, you're already writing it because you're writing hood stories, urban fiction stories, thrilling stories, psychological thrilling stories about what's going on in the communities. That in itself is dark romance without the title. You know what I'm saying? So you just add a little razzle dazzle to it. It's dark romance. You just add more crazy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's because the other side of the coin, they go ham. They got no fucking restrictions on their crazy.
Do you hear me? Because I was reading In the Grade and I was like, what am I reading? This is not. And then she peed in that man's mouth.
Let me tell you something right now. That is one book I have. It has traumatized me so much. I don't even fuck with the author no more.
Oh no!
It's like her name is Candyman to me. I read that book thinking I was a big girl.
I was not grown enough for that book.
I was not a big girl for that book. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, I think she's an amazing person, BB Reed, but she has traumatized me like the boogeyman, so I don't even fuck with none of her books. I don't give a fuck if that bitch is a rom-com. I'm not reading that shit. I literally have PTSD from In the Grade.
Ooh, man. When I tell you, I was up. And I love authors like that. Like, they can evoke so much emotion, but then I'm just like, I can't do another book, baby. I can't do another book.
Traumatized the fuck out of me. Love her.
For real. Love her down.
But you ain't gonna catch me reading shit. I'm not grown enough to read that type of dark romance. Okay? My big old age is not grown enough to read that shit. I need to take baby steps. Cause I dove right into the damn deep end like a dumbass. Like, and when he said, "Give me my water back," I said, "Oh, it is time for me to close this goddamn book." We is done. Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, I was pretty much over it. So you also do editing and developmental services, right? Something like
I do formatting. I do back and spine services. I just do. Once you get your book edited, you can send it to me. I do custom layouts and all that good stuff.
How does it feel to also be an indie author, traditionally published author, and also have that formatting and things for helping other indie authors? How does that shape your perspective as a writer?
I'm just a big giver. Like, I get so much knowledge and guidance from my publisher that I feel like I need to pass it forward. Like, there's no reason for us all not to be great authors. And so when I get these orders, baby, I'm trying to make it the best formatting you ever had. And so I take great pride in being able to design for different authors. Like, baby, when I had Diamond Johnson order something from my, I said, Diamond Johnson want me to format her paperbacks? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's just like, it's just amazing for them to know that my work speaks for itself.
Damn, girl. What are the common mistakes do you see authors making when it comes to formatting, and how can they overcome those?
Doing too much. Like, you don't gotta overdo it. You don't have to put too much into it. A simple design. Hi, Aisha. Aisha know all about this. A simple design could do way more than something over the top. And so
Yeah.
when people come to me, they're like, I want all these things. I'm like, hold on. let's knock this 10 down to a 5 and we can make something work. Like, it comes together real nice.
Yeah, Aisha Bree's fucking rollout for that last series
Hey,
was sickening. Was sickening.
do you
Like,
hear me?
that shit was. I ain't never in all my days seen the author roll out their books like that. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
even know what the fuck it was about. All I knew, I wanted to read it.
Do
That's
you
all
hear
I knew.
me? And that's what I'm
Between
trying to tell people. Like, you need to invest in the promo and marketing. A good 5 to 10 graphics to roll out your book will get more reach
man,
inside than anything else. Like,
that shit was sickening. And then to top it off, when I read the first book, I was like, "This is real," because I'd be scared. And then when I read it, I was like, "Oh, I like this. I like this."
mm-hmm.
That's what I like. That with indie authors, no, I ain't gonna just say indie authors. With Black authors, y'all have a way of rolling out your books sometimes that is just the anticipation is just amazing. I was just talking to the girls the other day about saying how some of you authors are coming out with these covers that are like works of art. And I want to buy the. I'm not a cover whore. I'm a synopsis type bitch. So just knowing that y'all are making these covers like that, because that is a different type of covers from the Zanes and Sister Soldiers and Terry McMillan's. It's a different type of covers, and so it's just like, damn, I just want to buy this bitch because this cover is
Yes.
beautiful, you know. And
And
then
that's what I want to, like, heed for new authors. Do not cheat yourself on a cheap cover. Get that shit professionally done. Aisha, Kale Hall, couple of people, Wani, they all do like exceptionally vibrant and unique styles. Like, you ain't gotta worry about buying a cover from somebody and you see it in a pre-made 3 weeks later. Like, no, these women take time in their craft, and I love that.
you know what? And I'm also gonna say, if you do a cartoon cover, because I love cartoon covers, please don't make that shit damn near look like stick figures. Because some of y'all cartoon covers, now mind you, I buy y'all books. I love y'all damn. But constructive criticism, take it, okay? Act demure and mindful. Um, some of them cartoon covers be looking a little righty, okay? Y'all be looking like Mickey Mouse back in the 20s.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna say it, but take time, and I know illustrated covers cost thousands of dollars if you want a real quality cover, and they be using AI to do they illustrations, and you can tell it don't be that good,
but I mean, if they are going to use AI, pay the money to get the better AI.
look, all I'm gonna say is you can tell when y'all rush through these covers, y'all rush through. The cover have 10 fingers and 3 toes on one hand. I'm just saying, be mindful. Go if you're gonna get an AI cover, just make sure you look at the hands and the feet and the ears.
Because you know who has an amazing like cover with AI and does the theatric thing? Tessa Stone.
Mm,
Her
mm.
her trailers are, oh
She
my
did do
god.
that thing, and I love that for her. Like, she came out swinging with that series, baby, swinging.
Swinging. Her covers, her because I have a few of her books, but her covers, and then when she does the trailers so you can see the magic, That's what I'm talking about. If you're going to make covers like that with AI,
intentional.
make sure you get the right shit to do it. Don't rush into Canva and be like, yeah, I'm gonna just do.
Hold on. Hold on.
Don't rush into Canva because there are people who know how to manipulate Canva and do it right. But some of y'all just you could tell EBT.
And then they use that glow filter on them fonts, and they be pissing me off. Like that is the ugliest thing.
No, it's the they be trying to do like them Fly Girl covers from back in the 90s and putting it on books. If it was a book that's something dealing with the 90s, yes, I get it. But if your book is here in 2025 and you talking about 2025 issues in your book and that shit looks like something my dog can paint.
Let's talk about consistencies in books as well, because if you write a throwback flashback scene and they on FaceTime in 2003, baby, let's try again.
The way I'm gonna just sit here and what?
Let's just keep it consistent. You gotta know the timeline and what is happening in the year you writing in. That's all I'm saying.
Girl, let me this is why I'm gonna do that series that I said I was gonna do on my TikTok. And I'm gonna do it on YouTube. Because people are really ill-informed as far as Black readers and Black authors, especially those who are just coming in. I ain't saying I'm the expert, but I'm giving you from a Black reader perspective. Because a lot of times people don't tell y'all the fucking truth. And that shit irritates the fuck out of me. They don't tell you about your book when they see stuff. They don't tell you about your book when something is like really fucked up on the end of Amazon formatting your book. They just talk shit about y'all and make fucking videos.
Readers, I know they be on the fence about inboxing the author. Baby, if you come respectfully and tell me there's something wrong with my book, thank you. Let me fix that. It'll be changed in a couple hours. That's all. That's me. Like, I'm human. My books aren't going to be perfect. So if you see an inconsistency, a typo, an error, please let me know so that we can fix it and it be updated. Like, it's never that hard for me.
I've done it, but I've also shied away from some authors from doing it. Because I've had, authors, and they're newer authors, but they send me a book and they'll say, could you read the book? And the synopsis, because I always ask somebody, send me your synopsis before you ask me to read your book. Make sure that I'm the perfect person to read your book. Mm-hmm. So when I read the book and I see something like really fucked up on it, and I'll send you a DM or email or something like, hey, this is, X, Y, Z. I have been cussed out. Yes, I have been cussed out. I had someone tell me, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I had someone tell me you just didn't get the gist of the story. I had someone tell me what was the had came under a post and was just like, what she say? You just didn't get it. I wrote it this way. This was what the characters were saying. What the? Because I said in the video, I said I don't know how the author had interpreted, but as a reader, I was interpreting blah blah blah. Never disrespectful, and even loved the book. Mm-hmm. And she told me you just didn't get it. So sometimes it's kind of hard for readers to get into, talk. And then you have other readers that will come under your comments and be like, bitch, that's not what the story was about. Woo. You don't know what the hell you talking about, because I know the author. And she said blah, 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 blah. Bitch, we ain't a monolith. What the fuck?
No, yeah. Yeah, that's why when you have multiple hats, like you're an author and a reader, it's best to just give those readers those spaces, because if you talk about somebody's book as an author, they cult is gonna come for you. And I've known people personally who have flooded authors with 1-star reviews for something they posted about another author's book. So yeah.
Uh-oh. That's what are we
Crazy
fine?
industry.
What are we fine? I honestly don't understand that whole concept of being upset about constructive criticism. Not everybody is gonna like the story. I get
Oh
that
yeah.
I get that readers are in love with these characters, and I get that authors are sensitive about their work. But once you put it out there,
It's
you
no
don't.
longer our work. Like as an author, when you publish that book, yeah, you can be emotional, but you let them have them reviews to do them. Don't you
Yeah,
read the reviews because that's gonna ruin your whole life. In the beginning, I used to take that shit to heart. I used to be emotional. I would cry when I got a 2 or 1 star review, but then it's just like I can't please all of y'all. I'm only one person, and as long as I love the book that I published, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can eat it up, y'all can hate it. Thanks for the pages read. Thanks for the reviews. But yeah, I gotta separate myself from reviews because that can literally destroy your whole mindset about this industry. And you just
it,
gotta have tough
it's
skin.
crazy to me. And then it's also the readers. Y'all, look here. I'm a reader. I've been tired since yesterday, fucking with these damn readers. Um,
Me too.
I've been tired. Um, I'm a reader just like y'all, but sometimes y'all go too fucking hard. And a matter of fact, I know we talking. Maya, I'm sorry for taking this time away from you.
Girl, look, I'm having fun. It's fine. We can get back to
Um,
the business later.
I just want y'all to understand. I'm multifaceted when I read, right? And I said this in the video that I did earlier about urban fiction and understanding the history of it before you open your fucking mouth to speak on shit and if you don't even know your own culture. And so under urban fiction, well, let's start it out. Street lit, urban fiction, urban contemporary romance, urban fantasy, urban black Christian books, urban erotica, that all falls under street lit, right? Regardless if it got violence or not in it. It's still stories of black people, right? In the hood. Y'all are taking our stories and bastardizing them because you're scared to admit that you're black. You want to fit in so much into somebody else's story that you can't even understand where the fuck you come from. Because people like Iceberg Slim and Gongs, they started this foundation. It wasn't Sister Soldier. It wasn't Zane. It wasn't none of them. It was literally two motherfuckers back in the goddamn day. One a pimp and another one that just like writing hood ass books.
No, but the crazy thing is, you hit it right on the nail. Like, we are not a monolith. We all have different experiences, and we should be able to tell these stories in different lights no matter what. And my thing is, romance, urban fiction, all of that is an umbrella. All urban meaning is in the city. Regardless of anything else, all urban meaning is we in a city, baby. We could be black, white, Mexican, anything else. We are in the
Yo,
city.
yo,
And another thing, since we here and
girl,
we
cause
talking,
I'm just sick of this shit. I wasn't even gonna say nothing yesterday, but I'm so sick of it. I'm literally making videos on urban fiction, multicultural, and interracial books, and I'm doing one on paranormal because I'm so sick of you motherfuckers out here disrespecting black genres. Because
mind you, the only reason I became an author is because I was reading as a child in like elementary, middle school. All they have on the shelves is white young adult stuff, white young adult, white. So I'm like, 13-year-old me, I need to write a book where I can relate to the people who look like me. So that's where I got my whole wanting to be a writer thing from, because I was tired of seeing white girls fall in love with white boys. I'm like, black girls deserve young adult and romance books to huddle them and make them know that there is love out there. Like, that's all I wanted to do, was to give black girls and black women an escape from all of the white.
But see, people
Because
don't
we deserve
understand.
love.
And I don't know it because it's not people say, oh, it's the younger generation. No, it's older people too. But people
Everybody.
don't understand the definition of an urban book or urban backdrop. That is a living, breathing entity. The black community is a living, breathing entity. Urban means a living, breathing culture, an entity. It is a space that we hold, commune at, and everything else. So when people say take urban out of it, how can you? How can you? It's not a disrespectful
The
word.
whole country was built on racial things, boy. Like, you cannot take the race out of anything because the entire world was built on racism. Even if race is a human man-made construct, it still highly impacts the world we live in. So when people say, I don't see color, race should be
Oh,
removed. No, it should
Jesus.
not be. It should be amplified. We should amplify different races and their experiences. It shouldn't be like frowned upon to highlight black love, black characters, Mexican characters, any other race. Like, why
Right.
do we have to shy away from hard topics in our everyday lives?
And I say
Maybe I
this
don't have
so
a
much.
rating.
Girl, because I'm so sick of it. That discord about multicultural and interracial romance, right? Some of us are Afro Latinas. Some of us are multicultural black people. All of us are not all solely fucking black. Some of us are biracial. Some of us have different ethnic, Caribbean, African, Latino, whatever. But we have those things. And so just like that discord about urban fiction, this discord about interracial and multicultural is needs to be fucking laid to rest. Because at the end of the day, it is a black author, and I stress this again, a black or POC author writing the fucking book. If they are not problematic, why are y'all? And if you don't read it, shut the fuck up about it. Point blank, period. Just like if you don't read urban fiction or anything that falls under that umbrella, don't read it. Same with paranormal. I don't like because it's an orc or because it's a dragon. But you are sitting here reading this white man who got a move goddamn
Y'all ate up Twilight. Why y'all can't read niggas in Twilight form?
right. Niggas in Paris, goddamn it. Niggas be in Paris. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was all rooting for Jacob because I was definitely not team Edward. I wanted that wolf. I wanted that wolf.
But we complain. I am a paranormal, supernatural, speculative fiction.
Love it. Oh yes.
And I love to see black people in paranormals. The only thing I said was I need us as black people to get away from the white format of writing paranormal and write our stories according to how we live.
Oh, that's
because I am sick of
you ate with that. Hold
on. I'm serious. I want us to write our stories according to how we live, not based on the format that was given to us by white people. They don't have the flavor or the soul that we have to write those paranormal stories. Because when we write paranormal stories, they are never like the ones you will read from y'all white counterparts. Never.
You're right.
So if I want to read a vampire having beef with some dragons and they wearing Timbs and hoodies and shit and got grills in their mouth, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see.
Hold on, a vampire with grills would be sexy.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of the Fae looking like they just stepped out of the constitutional fucking Congress, you know, from the fucking 1850s or some shit. I want that motherfucker to be in some damn a business suit or some goddamn Air Force Ones or some shit like that. And he got braids or locks in his hair. You know what I'm saying? Or I want him multicultural. I want him Puerto Rican and black, fucking Venezuelan and black, something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But those are the type of stories that I want to read. I do not want the white blueprint. I want the black flavor. I want the POC flavor. We add seasoning. They don't. That's what I want. So that same with multicultural and by interracial. I don't need to read about what the white people be writing. If it's gonna be a multicultural and interracial book, put flavor in it. You as a black author, make sure that white boy got flavor.
And let's also stop the whole hiding the race to appease a larger genre, baby. My baby, the first chapter you're gonna know everybody in this book is blackity black, black, black. I'm not gonna hide in no. I write black characters in black situations in Houston, Texas, baby, and that's yes. Let's just keep those yes because I don't like when I'm reading. I'm like, are we black in this book? Like, is this black? Like, I don't want to have that question. I need to make sure everybody in the books that I'm reading, they black.
But that's the thing. People should not have to. You don't have to hide that you're writing an interracial romance book, because there's people like me. I'll read it. I'll read it. But I'm reading it because it's a black author. I don't see the whole discourse. I see that, oh, okay, that's a black author wrote that. I know these motherfuckers finna wild out in this book. So that's why I read it. And when I read my urban fiction, I want urban.
Yes.
I want street lit. I want, even if it's contemporary, I need a little hood in it.
And I love that. I love that in my books you get a little gangster, but it don't be too much. Like I like to weave it all together to make it beautiful.
Yeah, it's no shame in any of these genres. There's no shame in it. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that people have made it seem like if you say urban, that means it's just ghetto.
And that's what I mean. Because literally, if we stick to definitions, baby, urban is just a city setting. We are in a city acting, and they can be in the city falling in love. We could be in the city doing magic. We could be in the city doing anything else. Urban don't mean ghetto, and it also don't mean low quality. Let's not take away from the quality of these urban fiction stories either, because a whole lot of these people in the world like to say urban fiction is low quality, low, what's it called? What they be calling? Low education. I don't care, but baby, over here, they be educated, they be wealthy, and it's a wide variety of things in the black community in these urban fiction books.
And this is why education is fucking failing a lot of motherfuckers. Because ghetto is not even our fucking word. That was for white Irish immigrants and Jewish immigrants that came over here, and they called them the ghetto and the slums. So that is not even our word. That was a word that we used as AAVE. It was not a word given to us, nor our areas. Our areas were called urban, always have been. But we, on the other hand, we took that shit and be like, yeah, that book is ghetto. Once again, urban only means a living, breathing backdrop to the actual story. Know y'all shit before y'all come for these authors. Because sometimes I'll be seeing some videos, I have to censor myself because I'll be wanting to go in and be like, bitch, look, just say you stupid.
And my thing is, what's wrong with being ghetto? It ain't nothing wrong with being ghetto, from the ghetto, in the ghetto, nothing. We can all have a wide variety. Everybody need representation.
I'm ghetto, hood, and ratchet with degrees.
Get it sexy.
I'm all the above. I got these degrees to prove it. I'm smart as shit, but I can knock. Let me shut up.
All right.
Let me shut up. Let me really back in, Storm. Really back in. So it's to me, I just feel like people need to do their due diligence. If you're going to support black authors, support them, but also know what you're talking about. Because just because you read a book don't know what you does not mean you know what you're saying.
Hello.
So let me get back to this. So how did you? Yeah, let me, because I've gone this fucking tangent, girl. Because I swear these motherfuckers be pissed because it be our own people. I'm not even concerned about what white people are saying. I don't give a fuck. When it's our own people out here talking about our own people, that irritates me.
It's so disheartening. Like, bro, we are all black, but then again, all skin folk ain't kin folk. So,
yeah, it just irritates me because y'all work so hard on these books. Now, hold up, there's a caveat to that, because some of y'all authors, y'all need to learn how to be humble, and some of y'all Some of y'all can't even fucking write, and y'all have the audacity. Y'all have a lot of audacity, and I'm
I
not
ain't
saying
touching that one. I ain't touching that
I'm
one.
not saying that like I know how to write, because bitch, I don't. But I can ask the questions for it, and I'll be like, damn, you have a lot of audacity for this 1 star. Hell, negative. It's not everybody. It's just some of y'all. Fix it, Jesus.
Oh Lord Jesus! All I'm gonna say is, I am a humble author, baby. I am grateful for every like, share, page read, and I know. I even told my publisher this. I know I'm not a 5-star author. I think all my books are 5-star, but baby, I am cool with being a 4.5, 4.4. It's cool. I be having a range of reviews, and that's cool with me because, again, I'm not going. My writing style doesn't appease everybody. My
Yeah,
way of telling the story doesn't appease everybody. I'm gonna highlight black love. I'm gonna highlight the
yeah,
romance, the intimacy. I don't really
yeah,
do a lot of educational things in my books. I just want y'all to enjoy a good book. I'm not here to educate you. I'm not here to tell you how to live life. I just want you to see a black woman being loved unconditionally by her black man.
yeah. I look. And I'm saying this, and I know this might hurt a lot of people feeling some way how blunt I am, but I can't change who the fuck I am. So if you know me for a while, you know this has been my personality from day one. But I say this with all love and respect, and at the same with disrespect, because some of you authors will get in some of these other authors' ass and talk mad shit about them, and you don't got a pistol pot or a kettle or a black. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So you out here discouraging authors because you're jealous, and that's disrespectful.
Ooh, see, ooh, ooh,
And
ooh,
I'm saying this
ooh.
because guess what? This is my show.
Period.
so
Period.
so this is
But
my show. So
you hit the nail, the
but
hammer on it, whatever it's called.
and I
Because
keep
my thing
saying
is, we all can win. Like, you don't have to hate on this author or that author because they're hitting different milestones. Baby, we are all on our own journey. You can't worry about what this person is doing or that person is doing, because at the end of the day, you not getting paid for what they write and they're not getting paid for what you write. So you need to focus
yeah.
on your books and your marketing and your promotion and not worry about what the next person is doing, because God don't play about his people.
He don't.
So if you continue to go on the path that God has already set for you, baby, you ain't got to worry about nothing and nobody.
And I'm gonna keep saying, stop worrying about somebody else's table. If you ain't got room on it, make your own fucking
Hello?
seat, make your own fucking table. Don't go in the same route, because you don't know what journey the person had to go on to get to where they're at. So you need to recognize your own journey and find that. And I'm saying this with all due respect to you authors, and then I'm gonna go in on you readers. I don't know. I think God is just putting something on me to fucking just cuss everybody out.
Come
So
on.
I don't know. Maya, you done came on here and got me out. I'm just saying. I feel like if you are author, don't be jealous of the next author and don't disrespect them and don't have their fan base coming after these authors. You understand? And stop telling lies on other authors to make yourself look like you are important. You are not important in the eyes of nobody. So therefore, you need to respect the craft as your sisters and brothers in pen. Now, you readers, Jesus,
Come on. Let's talk to the people. Let's talk to
you readers, you are not entitled to shit.
That'll do
These
it.
authors have lives, whether they
That'll
doing
do
this
it.
as a 9 to 5 and they're a full-time author or not. They have fucking lives. Their lives do not revolve around your dumb ass. They
Say
do
it.
not have to stop what they doing to make sure this chapter is written for you the way you want it.
Hello.
This is their story,
Hello.
their characters. They're listening to the goddamn characters, not you. And if they say the book is not gonna come out, hold on, I got this little piece I gotta do. All right. If they tell you that the book is not going to come out in a certain time frame, stop going in their fucking DMs and telling them when's the book coming out. It's been like a month. It's been 2 months. Bitch, if the book came out 4 weeks ago, why do you think just because you saw another author do it, you think that author is going to do the same thing? People have lives, okay?
No, let's talk about it because first of all, we all don't write for the same reasons. I write to keep the bills paid, so I'm gonna drop these books every month. But every author don't need every author don't need that. So don't you harass these people for these books because that ain't gonna help them write it faster. And if they do write it faster, you're gonna be complaining about the errors. Baby, we was getting this out for you. We was getting this out for you.
And also, I have another thing. If the author told you in the beginning when they had the idea of writing the book, and then the book comes out and it's not the same as the idea they had in the beginning, shut the fuck up. Maybe they thought it was better. Change. Sometimes shit changes. There are people who re-release books and add more to the books.
Amen.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
People evolve. Things evolve. You cannot expect every author to remain in the same fucking writing style as they did when they first started. People
let's talk
evolve.
about this. Let's talk about this. Everybody has their own voice in this industry. You not gonna open up a Maya book and expect to get a Kimberly Brown vibe. You're not gonna open up a Kimberly Brown book and expect an A Blossom vibe. We all have our own stories to tell, and y'all can't force somebody else's style onto us, and then it's not gonna be authentic. If we do conform to what y'all want, y'all gonna say this don't sound like how they usually write, and I don't like it. 1 star. Okay.
And stop comparing series. Stop comparing authors series with the next series. Everybody's style is fucking different. Stop comparing Jaquel to the next bitch's series.
And let's also stop going into these groups asking for what book can I get a Demon's Dream vibe from? Baby, you not. L. Casey wrote the hell out that book and you're not going to find it nowhere else, so please stop asking.
Okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to hold your hand. Y'all stupid as fuck for doing that. That's disrespectful as fuck.
Bro, like, she wrote the hell out this book. 700 and blah, blah, blah pages, and we all ate it up, but you are not going to get that vibe from anything else, so please stop putting that pressure on these authors. Elle Kaysen wrote the hell out of that book, and she is breaking barriers. 12,000 reviews on that book, and that's just originally Elle Kaysen. Y'all cannot expect anybody else to do that. She wrote that book, and that should be it. You can't find nothing else to compare that to. Let that just be a one and done.
And then also, you readers, you raggedy bitches that be fucking jumping on these authors from other fucking authors telling y'all to jump on these fucking authors. Y'all some raggedy bitches for that shit. First of all, you ain't got a mind of your own. And secondly, let me tell you something. Them niggas in them books wouldn't want y'all asses. Y'all wouldn't even be looked at. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why y'all be jumping on authors and talking shit about authors because another author told you, oh, I don't like this bitch and she did. Do you know it for sure? Are you fucking this bitch? Do y'all know it for sure? And then y'all ganging up on another author for no fucking reason. Y'all gang up on influencers for no fucking reason. Because I tell you what, you stinky bitches, I don't give no fuck. And I've been trying to be chill these last couple of months. I've been real chill. And I've been noticing this stupid ass, kiddish ass, fucking dumbass shit. Y'all be jumping on reading influencers' asses and think a motherfucker is weak or some shit. Because y'all really don't know people in real life. And I need y'all to keep this.
Y'all don't know these influencers. Y'all don't know these authors. Baby, some of us don't be all the way together in the head. So if you come at them crazy, they will really crash out on y'all. Me personally, I got too much to lose, so I'm gonna just let y'all talk. But some of these folks will really crash out on y'all. Like, and
I'm gonna tell you 100%. I got stuff put up just in case. I crash out. So I will crash out. I literally, because I'll see you in person and lose my shit. That's why I'm like, why do y'all do this shit? We all go
Hey,
through the same.
Nicole.
And and another thing, book events. And I ain't even talking about Boozy Book Tour. I'm talking about in general. Book events. Y'all be disrespecting a lot of motherfuckers on this app, and y'all be seeing them at events and be like, hey girl, let me tell you something. Bitch, I'm gonna roll you. if you ever have disrespected me, if you have ever disrespected me to that point, I'm gonna roll you. I'm not gonna say hi. I'm gonna roll you. I'm gonna apologize to the person who has the book event, but I'm gonna roll you. Point blank, period. Because your mouth is reckless on this in these interwebs will get you fucked up in real life. Point blank, period. I am a cool, sweet, nice person until you fucking piss me off. That's it. That's all. I have been the same since I've been on this internet. Ain't shit changed. Ain't shit. And when y'all see this with me, this is me for real in real life. Like, so please let's make that clear. So y'all need to be careful what y'all saying to people on the internet, because you don't know the people that you are talking to. You don't. And I know a lot of people say I ain't even gonna get offended and stuff. No, I'm gonna hold that shit in until I see you, and I'm gonna roll out. I'm gonna Optimus Prime your ass.
Oh no, not the Autobots.
Like, y'all stop playing. Stop playing with people.
No, literally.
And I also want to say, let me go back to the authors, because this is equal opportunity what I'm talking. I'm not.
Me personally, I ain't gonna fight nobody because I got too many deals on. So y'all can say whatever y'all want about Maya. Just know those books are still selling. Amen. Amen.
She said my account would have been bad. No, because I've been saying stuff like this for the longest time. You know what I'm saying? I am not trying to bully anybody or anything like that. And I'm just being honest. Now, if you take it as me bullying, that means that you're a weak ass bitch and you need to find Jesus somewhere. Because that is not, you need to find Peter, Paul, and that damn Meshach and that Billy Goat. Because that is not my problem.
Period.
So I just want to say, y'all as authors, y'all do so much for us. There is a select few of y'all that need to humble themselves and get that shit together and stop picking on everybody, because they'll pick on readers.
God don't like ugly, baby. You keep doing the dirt and the wrong. God is never gonna elevate you to that next level. Like, you're gonna be stuck and stagnant. Like, you don't need to be worried about what nobody else doing in this industry, baby. As long as you're writing the books that you are proud of, what anybody else got going on should not affect you in your writing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And authors, if you are with readers and y'all are talking, make sure you're not in the middle of mess.
Stay out of readers. As an author, stay out of readers' environments, baby. That will never benefit you.
It's fine to be online and talking with the readers and stuff like that, but don't let your readers or your reader friends get you in a whole lot of shit.
Not at all. It ain't never
or
worth
don't
it.
let a problematic author get you as a reader in a whole bunch of shit that nobody want to fuck with you no more. So you just have discernment.
That's a great
have
word.
discernment.
Yeah. Hey, Angel, if you've never read a book by me, I suggest reading Sincerely Her Gangsta. That'll get it. Or my latest release, At War with Love, is also another one. Start wherever, to be honest, in my catalog. You can read whatever book you want, and you're going to love it.
Let's get into your book, because I've been on my soapbox all this fucking time. Because somebody, she said, I'm going to slide in your DM so I can find out who been fucking with you. All right. Nobody been fucking with me. I honestly, I don't pay attention to their ass no more. I am on a new leaf, Shannon. I'm not, I ain't rolled up on nobody. I ain't fucking try to find somebody's phone number and call them like, bitch, I'm about to be on your head. I'm fine for now. And plus I took my medicine before I got on here.
Period.
So I'm fine now. I wasn't a couple of hours ago, but I'm fine now. Stay away from me and I'm messy. Oh, here, shut the fuck up. So your newest book.
Let's get into it.
Oh my God. Please say the title of your newest book.
Okay, before I do that, yes, my paperbacks are available on Amazon. I'll also be at several events, and I have pre-orders open for Monica's event in March and the Black Romance Book Fest in Atlanta. But my latest release, At War with Love, follows Harmony and Warren. Harmony is a newly single nanny, and Warren is a retired veteran and cowboy.
Was he a cowboy? Oh, Jesus.
Woo! He rode horses, y'all.
He rode something. This nigga told her that she was gonna be pregnant, so she was gonna be like a Twinkie, creamed up. Who the fuck? Creamed up, yo.
Look, he said he don't care about a little hair. He'll part that shit like some knotless braids and
He
dye his
did.
hair.
He did. He fucking did. He said, how do you want it? She said, fold me up like a pretzel. He said, man. That okay. You wrote this amazing book. It's so fucking romantic. It's like, I don't know if I've just been in this contemporary space, but I loved it. And the fact that he was dealing with so much grief, and it was like they were healing from two different situations, but they were healing each other, and it just was. And then his daughter.
I love Sierra so much. I love
Yeah,
Sierra.
I love Pudding. So, what made you want to write a story that gives us all the feels, but have him also knock the Sonic coins out of that meow meow?
That's what I love. I love to focus on healing, on changes after losing somebody. Like, boy, do I know grief? So, and I know a lot of grief, and I've dealt with a lot of grief. So, there's always grief and healing from bad relationships going on in my books. Because, baby, before I met my man, I was going through it. These niggas were not on anything. They had me questioning myself, my insecurities. And so when I write my characters, I make sure that they don't stay in that darkness for too long, and that this man is going to come in and heal all those broken hearts and wounds that these ain't shit niggas put y'all through. Like, yeah. Yeah.
So, this is different from her, Sincerely Her Gangster.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, why the pick? Because you had Cecilia Her Gangster, you had the brothers, Gambit. What was it?
There was the Bear Brothers, Justice's Devotion, King's Gambit, and Saints Redemption. Then there was, I pivoted to Love's Infusion. That was my coffee shop romances with A Promising Remedy, A Charming Proposition, and A Loving Heist, baby. I don't know. I just love when black men swoop in and change a woman's life. It just gives me all the butterflies.
Yeah. So, Kofi, where you at? Why you ain't changing my life?
Hello?
Why you ain't changing my life? But okay. So, with that being said, what do you want our readers to take away from this? What do you want them? Because in my eyes, as a reader, after reading this, I just fell in love with these characters, giving second chances, giving trauma bond in a good way. It's giving how to deal with someone who has a child in a good way. So, what do you want readers to take away from that?
So, no matter what book you pick up from Maya, I like to leave readers knowing that no matter what past you have, you still deserve love. You can still be swept off your feet and given the world as long as you give love a chance.
I love that. I also love the fact that he had a big 9-inch dick.
Amen.
They look like a Snickers with veins.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Let me raise the church finger. Ooh, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I mean, stabbing. I was like, she said he what?
And did.
Ooh, Jesus. That was sexy within itself. Now that's how I like y'all to describe penises. That was how a penis should be described right there.
For sure.
It was chocolate like a Snickers with veins. Baby, My imagination went you. I was like, mm, I'ma just keep my nasty thoughts to myself. Um,
Woo.
so you wrote this. You have a traditionally book coming out. Can you tell us a little bit more about that traditionally published book with Black Odyssey?
Burden of Love. Ooh. Burden of Love mixes forbidden romance with healing and a lot of other things. So we meet Talia. She's a new lawyer who signs to her father's law firm.
Mm-hmm.
And Maddox, he is the lead detective. They meet on a dating app and they hook up, but then that hookup turns into I'm obsessed and I want to be with you. And so they like get together, they fall in love, and then a case arises that splits them up. Woo! What I tell it's controversial. So a trigger warning: it is a little police brutality, but it's not like explicit on the pages. That just shows you how crazy this book is going to be. Because I wrote this during a time when I was in a dark place in my life, and I was struggling with a lot. So there's a lot of emotions in here, and
Mm.
I make sure nobody too serious dies. I can't say nobody dies, but nobody too serious dies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you'll feel sadness, grief, love, happiness. You'll laugh, you'll cry. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those. It's one of those.
Damn. Ooh, Jesus. Let's talk about you being on Be Love.
Ooh. Now I'm
So,
not. I'm trying not to cry, but Be Love is God's greatest creation. That's all I'm gonna say because that
mm,
woman right there, she cares about everybody who is signed to her. She cares about our craft. She cares about our work. She cares about us. Like, oh, I'm not gonna cry.
oh
But
God.
I signed to her as a new mom, not knowing what the hell I'm doing with a baby. But I had a drive. I wanted to do more with my writing career because COVID had hit. I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So I signed to Be Love. Be Love said, you know what? Come on to BLP and let's get you to where you need to be. A year into Signing with Be Love, I had audiobook deals. I had a traditional pub.
Mm,
Like she crafted like before. I was writing some crazy stuff because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my career. I didn't know what kind of author I was, so I was just writing whatever I could do to get a shock factor. And she reeled that in. She told me, find your lane, find your purpose, and what you want to do as an author. And
mm,
once I reeled in my passion, baby, I flourished. And it's all because of BLP and her
mm.
guidance and her resources. Like that lady, she gonna have to kick me out of BLP before I want to leave because baby, her energy, her love, her passion, and not only that, I was a fan of her before I even signed. Like I was reading her books, like
Mm.
wow, can this woman tell a story? And now that I have her guidance and she's telling me that I'm also writing good books, baby, that's unmatched.
So let me ask you this. How does it feel? No, I ain't gonna start with that. What sets black indie publishing houses like Be Love apart from the traditional publishing?
B gives us full creative control. She lets us pick our covers, pick our release dates. She gives us most of the control, and that's completely different from traditional. I don't get to pick my release date. I had a say in like the vibe of my cover, but those traditional companies are strict, and B is more like those. You had to stick to a deadline. When you missed that deadline, it was like we need this, we need this, we need this. But B, she more relaxed. She's more of a mentor than anything else in a publisher. Like she wants you to grow and be bigger than what you were
Mm-hmm.
before you signed, and that's just beautiful.
How does being a part of a black indie black led publishing house, empower you as a writer?
Baby, like the sky is the limit. Like you mean I can write these books how I see fit and how it resonates in my heart without anybody silencing my pen or my creativity? Oh
Mm.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So social media has like been a powerful tool for you guys, especially indie authors. And how has it helped you connect with readers and promote your work?
Man, when I tell y'all, TikTok specifically has changed my life. Like, there was a book I dropped, 2 years ago with Kimberly Brown, Something in My Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all blew that book up last year to the point that we signed an audiobook deal this year because of how much love y'all showed our books. Like, the amount of love y'all had for this book we dropped 3 years ago,
Mm.
that changes lives. Like, y'all don't understand the power of the tongue of readers. Y'all are powerful with y'all platform. It changes things for sure.
Let me ask you this: what role do you think that platforms like TikTok, Instagram, um, now Blue Sky, um, Lemonade, all of those play in amplifying Black stories in literature?
Oh, it's night and day from before. Like, before, we would have to put in so much money and resources into marketing. Baby, y'all make one video, we back on the charts. Like, it's crazy night and day with the amount of power social media has on things now. And that's why I try to put into other authors like mindsets. Y'all have to have a social media presence and to get these books into thousands and millions of people's views. Like, TikTok, Instagram, all of y'all, these creative outlets, like the way y'all make graphics and talk about our books is unmatched. Like, you can't get that anywhere else besides these social media accounts. Like, it's monumental.
Now you said you got the opportunities of like getting audiobook deals, and now you have a traditional published deal. So how have you faced any challenges or opportunities other than what you just told me as a Black indie author and Black traditional author navigating social media spaces?
Oh yeah, I had I had a deal on the table, but because of how some of my posts from previous times were perceived, they said we can't do business with you because of the way you posted before. So you got to be mindful of everything you say on this internet because these companies are watching. You cannot
Yeah.
just run off the mouth, and that's why I've drastically changed how I move on the internet because people are watching, and you can have deals removed because of
Oh,
one thing you say.
I literally lost a few deals because of the people I was associated with, and they didn't
Yep,
like them.
yep. Everything is business with these companies. You might
Mhm.
think it's not that serious, but these companies take that shit to heart, and you can lose out on deals no matter. Even if you think the thing you said was like it wasn't that serious. It's serious to these companies, so you just got to be
Mhm.
mindful.
Yeah, I mean, when people approach me, they like how I am because I'm authentically myself. At a time period, I had lost some deals because they felt I wasn't being authentic. They thought I was being more of a bully because of the people I was hanging around. And so
Mm-hmm.
I lost a few deals and I fucking kick myself in the ass every day for it.
Every day, because it's just like I could have been so much more, but I ran my mouth or I was associated with this and that, and it's just like
Yeah.
it don't even be worth it anymore. Like, when you look back on the stuff that get you like frowned upon in the industry, you like, I could have went without saying it at all. But you live and you learn. I'm on
Yeah,
God's time, so God gonna put me back in those rooms eventually.
exactly. I had to learn that lesson. He had to spank my ass real quick. So how do you feel Black authors, Black indie authors are treated in the broader literary spaces such as like book events, bigger book events like the big white book events, conferences, awards, or book fairs, whatever.
I do think we have to work 10 times as hard to get a fraction of the recognition, but we, like, as a whole, Black indie authors are breaking those barriers. We have L. Casey, we have Kel J. Casey Mills is a USA Today best-selling author. Like, we are breaking those boundaries, and we're getting our names in those rooms, and it's just beautiful to see that times are changing.
Mm,
Indie authors are making a big deal out of things. Like, we are doing the damn thing.
I keep saying a lot of times people out here, if you're an indie, you're not really going to make it as big. And then I look back and I always bring up Kenny Wright as an example, or Tiffany Patterson, or Theodore Taylor. Nomad authors, not signed to any publishing houses, have a PR team, but they're not signed to anybody. They're independent authors, and they make six figures and they travel the world. You know what I'm saying? So, but they are examples. Jaquel J, she's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's King Wright is interracial romance. Jaquel J is urban fiction. Casey Mills is contemporary romance. You know, there is a lane for everybody to be successful. It's just what are you willing to do to get there?
Right.
You know, so there is. I just feel like a lot of these conferences and bigger events and stuff, they put too much emphasis on them because they're not for us. There, I know people want to cross genres and stuff like that and get white and other to read their books, but they're not for us. Because if you're at a conference and there's 20,000 white people and it's one of you, how are you gonna get seen? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to open the door for us, as in they're good authors. They want to open the door for y'all just to say, "Oh, look, we have some black people."
Yeah, yeah, and I do think that they emphasize certain genres, like they like those trauma books, and I'm just like, we can be successful without putting a lot of trauma in our books as well.
Yeah.
Like we can break barriers without conforming to what everybody expects of us as black authors. Like there's so much to do and so much to accomplish that you don't have to conform or water down your voice to appease a certain person or people.
Like that one author who changed her characters from black to white.
Ooh.
So she could get a traditionally published deal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cannot be me because all of the people in my books are black.
Yeah. She changed her characters, which was I guess was a good book. And she changed it so she could get a traditionally published deal. She changed them to white.
What?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, you can be successful without getting a traditionally published deal. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's almost all of our goal is to be nationally distributed. But regardless, as long as you stay true to your pen, the people who want to support you will support you. And I don't know. I don't like to talk about when people, change who they are to appease different people, because at the end of the day, I don't care who support me. I don't care who don't like me, as long as I'm getting it. No, I'm just playing. No, I do care, but it's just like, I'm not going to change who I am to get the support. You're going to get 100% Maya, and if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to aspiring black authors trying to break it into the indie publishing world and be successful with it? What advice would you give them when it comes to formatting? What advice would you give them for their covers? What advice would you give them all the way around?
For covers, do not be cheap. Because I, as a reader, coming from a reader, I don't want to read no cheap thrown together Canva cover. I like professionally done covers that you can tell they put the work for. And you don't want to be cheap in anything you do. You don't want to be cheap in edits, because editing will make or break your reviews as well. Readers are not going to struggle through a book unless you have already established that platform. You do not want to cheat yourself on those edits. They'll accept a couple errors, but you need to invest in a good editor, because Grammarly and word style and grammar is not going to help you. You need to have another set of eyes on your books to catch those mistakes. And also, you just need to be true to who you want to be in this industry. I don't care for any of the drama. I'm never in no drama. I'm never in any issues, because none of that stuff is going to put money in my pockets. I stick to what will gain me the most financial gain. I'm going to keep my pen as it is, and I'm not changing for nobody.
What is your advice to people who don't like to give credit to the editors, the formatters, when you have put in work and don't want to be acknowledged, or they take credit for your work? What do you say to things like that? Oh, look, I ask questions.
Look, God don't like ugly. That's all I'm going to say. I do everything as God intended it to be. I listen to that man, and he ain't failed me yet. And so if you take if you take for granted the people God put in your life to help you excel, and you treat them like trash, like they ain't help you, like you did this shit on your own, God gonna show you you're not gonna be successful without treating His people properly. Ooh, child. Ooh, don't get me started on that, because there are so many people who do wrong to the people who help them, and I'm just like, for what? You wouldn't be where you are today without the help of these people.
because
Like,
because a lot of people unfortunately like to sit on their soapbox and say that they are these important people and that they have what's the word I'm looking for, a special set of skill sets, but they actually do not, and they don't want people to know that they got help from the next person to do the job they were supposed to do.
but my thing is, what's wrong with acknowledging that you need help? Everybody needs help. Nobody got to the top from not getting help on their own. People had to get help to get to the next level, the next level. Like,
Because people like to gatekeep shit. They like to
oh,
gatekeep.
baby.
They treat. Let me. I'm gonna say. Oh my god. Okay, here you go. I'm just saying. Some of you authors that get y'all books formatted and edited, y'all keep y'all fucking editors and formatters like a side bitch or a side nigga that you don't want nobody to know about, and y'all be gatekeeping that shit, or y'all take credit for the shit like you did it and you
Ooh,
did not.
yeah.
And you gotta understand, us readers, half of the motherfuckers that's editing your book, we know. We know. So if you are an editor and you're saying you edit a book and we find out that we know that you didn't edit that book, you passed it off to somebody else and then got paid for that shit, we already know.
Wait, no. What you mean they passing off to somebody else and then get? Oh, this is tea.
Girl, girl,
What do you mean?
girl.
You're getting paid to edit somebody's book, but you paying? Oh, no. Oh,
So
that's why I miss Crystal. Crystal was the best. May she rest in peace. But that girl, she edited the truth. She was consistent. She was thorough. She was inexpensive, and she had that shit ready for you within 2 to 3 days. Like
and
the
this
industry
is
was really
why I
messed up when she
say
had.
there are people who are not honest in what they're doing. And I love the fact that Tylee, she's doing editing because she's really thorough with her shit. She's really thorough
Shout
with her
out
shit.
Kylie, yes.
She's really thorough with her shit. You know what I'm saying? There are people who are really good at editing and cheat, and they're not trying to hustle your ass. There's too many scammers. Since I've been on this damn book space, there's too many motherfuckers trying to scam other motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many scammers, so y'all have to be careful with who y'all pass y'all books on to. Just like
No,
y'all have to
yeah,
be
it's
careful.
just so disheartening. Like, it's already hard to trust anybody in this industry. And when you think you found the right set of people to handle your work, and then they turn around and do some grimy shit, it's just like, what am I doing? Like, what are we doing? What are y'all doing? Like,
Y'all,
mm.
you just got to be careful. Like I said, Tylee is an amazing editor. She's been, because she edited the hell out of Jaquel J book. She edited the hell out of
Ooh.
Quasine. That shit was good. She is an amazing editor. So I'm just, if you looking for one, that's
Period, Aubrey. Period. You better let them know I format your books, girl. And I be giving her stuff back quick. Some of y'all, I can put them formats together and have it back to you the same day. Like, I love working with authors and getting their visions out for these formats.
and that's what I'm talking about. You got to have discernment, and you have to look at who's really doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm.
said, I'm not saying no names. But if they see it, oh fucking well, what you gonna do? Whoop my ass? Um, but don't. Not every editor is the same. Okay,
Oh,
y'all
for
be
sure.
careful because a lot of people will say, "Oh, I formatted your book," but then pass it off to somebody else to format it and say they did it, or they'll say, "Oh, I edited your book, passed it off," or they'll send you back a fucking the same book without the edits.
And I've seen people do that for real, and it's just like, what do you gain from being grimy like this?
You have to be careful. You have to. And I'm only saying this from the heart because I do want everybody to succeed. I mean, at least some of you bitches can jump off a cliff with some Lego blocks. I don't care. But I do want everybody to see, especially Black people and POCs, because it's already hard for us as is. Uh, what inspires your stories? Like, how do you stay motivated to write in? Because it's real competitive out here in these streets. So, how do you stay motivated to write, but not worry about the competition?
My motivation is that this is my full-time job. I don't do nothing else. I write my books and I hope they can pay my bills. And luckily they been paying my bills. So that's my motivation, to keep writing, to be able to take some of that stress off my man. Because having 2 kids is already tough.
Oh shit.
But being able to stay at home and be a mom and write these books is just such a blessing. I want to keep doing that. Like, that man, my man.
He was
He
rubbing on
literally
you in
is
there.
in a different city right now working so that he can keep the bills paid over here. Like, he makes things work, and that's my motivation. Like, I put a little him in all of my men, because that's the blueprint. When you so used to toxic and you finally find a good thing, it's just like, God, you've been holding out on me. Like, goodness.
God ain't gonna give you what you want until you ready.
Woo, that is a word.
He will keep giving you frogs, or he'll make you sit down somewhere and you learn to love
He
yourself.
sure sat me down.
He's not gonna give you that man until you are ready to love yourself, or to accept love. Because sometimes us as Black women, we can't accept love.
We be so stuck in our ways and so stuck on, can't nobody do for me what I can do for myself. But once you let go of that hard exterior and God send that man in to sweep you off your feet and show you that I got this, you do you, and I'm gonna handle this household. Oh yes.
Because these bitches don't understand. You done walk past the love of your life, but you with that next nigga.
Hello?
But you
And
not
that's
ready.
my thing. Oh my God. I had a conversation in a group chat the other day. We were talking about when it's time to leave a relationship when y'all aren't on the same path. And I'm like, it's okay to leave a relationship healthy and know that you're not the right person for me and I need to go find my person. Like, there's nothing wrong with ending something to go find something else, especially if y'all aren't on the same time, because I know I'm gonna marry this man and that's all that's gonna be said.
I'm just saying, it's a beautiful thing when a Black woman figure out that it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay to put your fist down. It's okay to let your hair down.
It's
It's okay to let that man in. Or woman, if y'all gay, y'all can still have love and gay relationships.
Yeah, it's
Let
okay.
your heart open to getting that true love. Because we all can't find it on the first go. You got to get hurt to find that healing. So,
You know what? I always say I spent so long wearing makeup and dressing up and stuff, and it was never for me. It was for the attraction of a man. I don't even like all that shit. I am a tomboy to my heart, and once I
me,
start realizing how I was, that's when niggas was like, "Ooh, you fine."
do you hear me? Oh my God. When I stopped trying to appease and I was just doing me, that's when my DMs was flooded.
Because the first thing I've ever heard from a man when I stopped wearing makeup and heels, and I said nothing against y'all that do that,
For
but when
real.
I
For real.
stopped wearing that and I was more in my tomboy bag, the first thing I ever heard was a nigga tell me, "I love your confidence so fucking much." Like, he was like, "You pretty, but your confidence is sexy as hell." Cause I love me. A motherfucker can say I'm ugly all motherfucking day, but I promise
And
you,
that's
I
fine.
probably I
That's
probably
fine.
could
You can say
pull
I'm
your
anything. You
granddaddy.
can,
I could pull your daddy, your mammy, your grandmama, your daughter, your son. I could pull them all because that's
the
how
whole
confident
family.
that's how confident I am in myself. I
You better
never
say
am not
that.
confident about myself.
Yeah.
I'm too confident about myself.
Do you hear me?
And that's why I like your characters, because your women in your book, they are not fucking charity cases.
Oh no. No, no,
They
no.
literally are so confident. And even when they feel like they being broken down, they never break down to the point that they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They are still confident, they still carry themselves in a certain way, and it's always some niggas be like, "Man,
Exactly.
Like
They
damn.
done been to jail. They done been kidnapped. They done been abused, and that still don't break them. My women ain't gonna break. They not gonna break.
And that is the reason why Black stories need to be told. Because
Amen.
like I said, and I'm gonna go back to it. Urban fiction and urban genre is a big umbrella. I know a lot of y'all don't like urban because y'all trying to get on these charts so that you can fit in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, urban is only the living, breathing backdrop. Your story is what's gonna carry you on the charts, not the title. Because
Yeah.
there are white people who use urban fantasy and they get on,
There are white people who use interracial to be on the black charts.
and they're
But
not
I also
interracial.
say that if it's not two black folks as the main characters, it ain't black romance. But
But that's the difference. People don't, and I need people to understand that there is black romance where it's black love. There's black interracial romance. Now, hear me out when I say black interracial romance. That means there's one person who is black and the other person is not black. That's black interracial romance. And then there's multicultural. That is a Latino person, an Asian person, blah, blah, blah. It's multicultural. We're multicultural people. So there is a difference. There is black love. There is black interracial. There's black paranormal. You see where the see that?
as long as black folks are the main focus, then you can categorize it as black. But when you got two mixed folks and okay, let me know.
That is multicultural. That ain't even got nothing to do with us.
But a lot of people like to get into our categories so that they can chart. But that's a conversation for another day because they love to hijack our categories. It'd be white men on the covers, but they number one in our charts. Why? Why is that?
I've seen so many interracial romance authors who are black who should be charting and don't get shit because white authors have hijacked black interracial romance.
Yeah, it's very frustrating because y'all have enough space in your own side of the tracks, but y'all are coming over here and hijacking these bestsellers so you can get a bestseller in a category that you don't actually fit in. But hey, what do I know?
This is why I say us as black people need to stop arguing over interracial romance and black love. Do your homework. You'll know what it means. You ain't got to argue over it because we got motherfucking interlopers coming in and taking our fucking shit. Why we sitting here fighting? Oh, that's not black love. Oh, that's interracial romance. That's a white. Yo, guess what? There's a white person taking that spot.
And now nobody wins.
Nobody wins. Black love is what it is. It is two black people. Black and I keep stressing that black part on the beginning of it. Black interracial romance is a black person being loved by someone other than black. A multicultural book is someone who is Asian, Hispanic, something like that. That's multicultural. It ain't got nothing to do with black people. That's multicultural, okay? They're African. I know y'all say black people are African, but no, it's multicultural.
Yeah.
And then black paranormal is just that. Black paranormal. Black speculative fiction is just that. Black. You know what I'm saying? Black urban fantasy. The reason why these titles have to come on is because people be, like I said, they're interlopers and they be hijacking our shit. So while we sitting here spending 2 years, y'all, it's been 2 years we've been arguing about black love and black interracial romance.
And it shouldn't be an argument, bro. It should not be an argument. It should be black and white. You understand how race works, but y'all don't when it comes to these charts. I don't get it.
Because these motherfuckers are taking spots from black authors who write both. Both. They're changing their characters to be black, and they have no idea about the black culture.
They don't know the culture. They don't know the language. They put together AAV, and it don't sound natural. Like, we can tell when you're a pony, dog. Like,
we arguing about the wrong shit. Mm-hmm. where it should be a call to action to always help Black authors. There are people who like interracial. Have them do a call to action. There are people who solely read Black stories. Have them do a call to action. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to fight each other because they watch us, they learn, and they move on situations while we arguing and bickering. That's how it's
We
been
stuck in the
throughout
same spot
history.
while these people are getting 10 steps ahead of us. Like, if we all literally put aside our differences as
Yes.
a community, we could literally excel so much higher. But we all like to fight with each other instead of fighting who actually needs to be fought with, and we just don't move. We don't move forward.
And this is why I'm gonna do that. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, just like I did with the urban fiction, teaching y'all what urban fiction was in that history. I'm gonna do it across the board because I don't know if y'all gonna listen to me or not, but the same way I said urban fiction was built off of street lit, while y'all trying to say that word shouldn't be added on to Black stories, that is our word for a reason. And if you knew the history behind it, you would not open your mouth and say, "Oh, I don't like that word urban. It means ghetto." Ghetto ain't even our fucking word logically, logistically, and everything else. That is just an AAVE term. Ghetto came from white people for Irish immigrants and Jewish immigrants. Y'all are doing too much. Too fucking much. Urban is a living, breathing entity of our culture. That's what urban
And
is.
it's not. It shouldn't be a bad word. Like,
It should
y'all
not.
put so much negative connotations on these words when literally it shouldn't have that much power. Urban
It's
is an umbrella term for a city. A city setting. It's about the setting. You could be white people have urban romances as well, but they're not focused on Black people. It can be urban Black. It could be urban white. It could be urban multicultural. Like,
stop focusing on the wrong shit. Because
mm-hmm.
urban is a part of our history. As I said, Iceberg Slim and them, they were street lit writers. You know what I'm saying? Zane and Eric Jerome Dickey, they were actually urban erotica writers.
Woo, love me some Eric Jerome.
Terry McMillan was actually a urban contemporary writer. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So y'all getting upset about that word, it behooves me, and it also makes me understand that y'all don't know y'all history in Black literature for real.
And I just think if you don't know the full extent, you shouldn't be making these rants and these 30-minute videos. Like, it's okay to not have your opinions broadcasted on the internet, especially if they're wrong. But hey, what do I know?
But nobody's correcting anybody because they're scared
Oh,
of the
for sure. Not at
backlash.
all.
They're so scared of the backlash that some of these clicks will do to them. But y'all can come at me if you want to. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. It's not even not me being violent on anything. Prove me wrong because where I got my info from is straight facts. So prove me wrong, and I admit if I'm wrong. But until you can prove me wrong for what I said, do your research.
Amen.
What Conscious Lee said? Research over me search. Now, on that note, tell us once again all the books you have in the works. And before you tell me that, what genre you trying to go into besides dark romance that you've been waiting to get into?
I want to do a paranormal so bad. I want to do a wolf shifter story, but again, I know. Look, I don't know. It's something about a big wolf man, and I don't know. I know.
Mm,
So we might get that sometime in the fall. Sometime in the fall.
okay. Okay. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Okay. Now tell us about your works that are coming out this year.
All right. So I have my traditionally published book coming out in February on the 25th. The digital copies will release on the 25th, and then the hard or the paperback copies will be available March 3rd. And then I'm also planning a couple second chance romances, a couple updates on a couple characters. I can't give y'all too much. But I also have a felon story coming out. We all love a good man who gets released from prison. So yeah.
Shit, you just out here. I love it. I love it. I love all of that. I just want to say I am so proud of you. I love your writing style. I started with her, Sincerely Her Gangster. That's when I met you and your books. I love your writing style. I am not a contemporary romance type person, but I just love how you twist contemporary and
Oh,
urban
you gonna make me
together.
cry.
And it's just so, I know, it's just, I love it. I just love it. And I just want you to have so much success because you deserve it.
Thank
You
you.
deserve it. And if ain't nobody told you today, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So tell these people, don't you start crying.
You not trying not to.
Tell these people where they gonna find you outside.
All right. You can catch me in Mesquite, Texas in March at Monica's events, Bulls Books, Bling, and something else. The four B's is what I call it. You can catch me at Pages and Prosecco in Houston in March. I'll be in Atlanta at the Black Romance Book Fest in May to June. I may be at the Literary Gym Awards. We shall see how that ball rolls. But yeah, I'll be outside a little bit.
Okay. Are you gonna come back on the Boozy Book Tour sometime?
Oh, for sure. I'm trying to see which dates I might pop up on y'all at. I had so much fun. Like the vibes were immaculate, man. Like y'all really did Houston good. Y'all did Houston real good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. We have fun. We always have fun at those tours because it's like a
Mm-hmm.
family environment and just kicking
It
it.
is, and it was my birthday, so all of the readers and authors who came and took shots with me, oh, y'all were chef's kiss.
So, where can we get your books? Do you have a newsletter and do you have a Facebook group?
Yes, my Facebook group is Mama Maya's Reading Room. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Author Maya is my handle for everything. You can get my books on Amazon, and I usually have my paperbacks on Amazon as well, just because of the hassle of making a website and then all that. So you can, if you want signed copies, you just send me a DM and I'll set that up. But mostly Amazon for everything, ebook, paperback. I do have audiobooks available on Audible, and you can get them on Spotify too, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all use to get audiobooks, I have plenty of them. I think I have 6 total right now with 4 more in the works.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Okay. Well, I'm happy you came on here to talk to me. I appreciate it. Love you down.
I love you down. What?
And y'all, before I get off, I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break, and then I'll be back on live with Rowdy Ruski because this is her release day for her first urban fiction.
Oh wow!
So I'll be back in like 10 minutes. All right, but thank you.
Thank y'all. Make sure y'all follow me.
Yes, follow her, buy her books.